In this video, I'm going to discuss the underrated troops of Napoleon Total War. So, let's get into it. First of all, we have the Indiaman. Now, it's a merchant ship, but it's not the same as the merchantmen, which have 12 guns. 58 guns is significant. That's actually more than a fourth-rate ship of the line. And it can still make some money. If you underestimate one of these ships, you can expect to get blasted. At least a couple of times. But a rather significant broadside. The Portuguese unit roster has a tendency to be rather surprisingly powerful. Infantry are the second best line infantry in the game. And some people, oftentimes it's hard to grasp exactly how. But it's significantly better than even the third best Prussian musketeers. While Portugal is known for its light infantry, its grenadiers and infantry are also significantly good and easy. And I've seen in multiplayer, people have a tendency to underestimate exactly how good infantry is. Tiradores are the second best skirmisher in the game that is not limited by regiment size. Significantly better than the Jaegers that can be trained by Austria and Prussia, and behind the British Rifles, which actually do have a unit cap, but a rather generous one. The next troop that can be underrated is Spanish line cavalry in the European campaign. While Spain has a tendency not to use these well, see, their stats, despite being relatively mediocre, used correctly, they can do a significant amount of damage. Additionally, it's important not to underestimate the Spanish cavalry roster. While their infantry roster is significantly lacking, their cavalry roster has several good units. Underestimating dragoons or mounted cazadores is a good way to forget to deploy square formation and get run over by a charge. Next, we head to Italy, where there's a couple of troops as well. First off, the light infantry. Despite having average stats, light infantry can significantly do a lot of damage. Should they be able to get volleys off, because everybody in the unit can fire all at once. Additionally, the Kingdom of Italy's unit roster includes Velite Grenadiers, which actually cannot use grenades, and other lies you've been told by the Senate. While these units are not necessarily underrated, they are limited to only an AI faction that you cannot play as in battles. And you cannot play normally in the campaign. Along with that, there's Guards of Honor, which are relatively unremarkable guard cavalry, but still are extremely powerful. Moving into Hessen, we have the Grenadier Guards, which cannot throw grenades, along with other lies you've been told by the Senate. These are guards that are good. Jaegers can also be easily underestimated, although they do struggle to reload often with the low reloading skill. If you do not properly take care of a Jaeger unit, the relatively high accuracy and range will be extremely difficult to deal with. In addition, Fusiliers. They are an average light infantry, similar to the light infantry just before, but it's important that you not underestimate it, because one good volley and on the side and your troops could just end up routing. In addition, there's Garde du Corps, which is something that you often don't find. You often will not see. Moving southeast to the Ottoman territory, we have the Simat Janissaries, which, despite not being able to shoot, should they hit you in the back, you'll find that they really do hurt. It's important that you not get hit in the back, or else you will definitely feel it. There's also the Sipahi cavalry. And despite them being Ottoman, they have extremely high morale. They have a massive charge and high melee attack and defense, regardless. While a good infantry square can take care of these, for many units that cannot form squares, or units that do not properly form a square, the Sipahis will destroy them. There's also the Dachau, which, despite it having only 3 guns, is technically the best trade ship in the game, although the Ottomans cannot make any more. Their 3 guns are counterweighted by having guns with relatively high firepower. Lastly, we travel to Russia, where we find Musketeers. Now, Musketeers are relatively below average shooters, but should you underestimate them, that 20 charge bonus, you're gonna really regret. Gonna really regret that. If you underestimate their militias, that 19 charge bonus will give you a slap in the face. If you underestimate the Russian Jaegers, 19 charge bonus. Researching a new model bayonet. Yeah, well, this is Napoleon, not Empire. You don't want to underestimate them because these charge bonuses will slap you in the face.